There's a lot that you get to kind of just crack open by stepping outside of those very limited spaces.
Yeah, I thought you had one orgasm and you were done.
Welcome to the queer community.
Definitely put that in there.
Hi, I'm Chani Nicholas, and welcome to another edition of Star Power. Today, my guests are Kershelle Stous and her partner, G Flip. So excited to have you both.
We are very excited.
We're so excited.
Thank you for doing this. Thank you for trusting me.
I'm nervous. Okay, let's go.
Kershelle, your sun is at 29 degrees of Cancer, and your sun is at 28 degrees of Virgo, and they are what we call sextiling each other.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What is that?
They're very excited by each other.
Oh.
So your Virgo sun loves to work and create and is like really detail oriented, and your Cancer sun is really nurturing and loving and caring. And when you put the two together, it's kind of like water in a vase. The earth of your sun holds the water and the caring and the emotion of your sun.
Oh,
So
that's really cute.
you might feel really cared for and sturdied by G, and G, you might feel really like nourished and hydrated and loved and cared for by Kershelle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your Venus is in Leo,
Okay.
which is really good at getting the attention and having a gorgeous mane and all of the sparkly things.
Yes.
And yours is in Virgo, which is the sorcerer, like, you know, the one who wants to conjure and work really hard at the art.
Yeah.
But they're really close together. So there's a way in which you do relationships differently, but it's very connected. So you're gonna be like acts of service, and like the way you take care of is really practical. You need to be adored. And that part of you is like, needs the adoration. And that part of you, your Venus, is like, oh, I can do that. I can serve in that way.
I
can do acts of
adore
service.
Michelle.
Yes.
I absolutely adore.
Yes.
How does it mean that I show love? Is that what?
How it means you share love is you're also gonna be like big, like it's like big gestures of love.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
big-hearted, and it's fiery, and it's creative, and it's like, it's not held back. Like that part of you is just like brimming with the excitement to be like, I feel these ways about you.
So excited all the time. So excited. It's so cute. Oh.
Okay, so you have Sagittarius rising. Does that mean anything to you?
I know that's how you present to the world, and I think that makes sense as far as like I really like hosting people. I like entertaining.
Yeah.
Am I close?
So there's this really like fiery, enthusiastic energy that you lead with that needs a lot of freedom and a lot of room to move. I wouldn't want you to feel hemmed in at all. And you need to experiment and have that kind of sense of personal freedom. And also, you like are the most sensitive person ever.
Yes.
Like you're a puppy. Like as much freedom as you need, you also need to know that you're held and that you have a home and that you're claimed and that you belong to people. I mean, to me, it's really funny because the two lights, your sun and your moon, one of them's in the fourth house of home, family, foundation. So home and family is huge for you. And you're such a dreamer, and you're so, what's that?
Dreamer.
Oh my God! There's like this romantic family dream that's like so ever present in your life and really feeds you and nourishes you. That's how you nourish yourself. But it's also the place of real estate. And so one of the most important pieces of your chart is in the fourth house of literal homes and land and real estate.
That's cute.
Right? The other thing I will say that's like gave me like a whoa is that the ruler of your ascendant, so the planet that steers the direction of your life, is Jupiter. It's the planet of good luck and optimism and bounty. You're led by the planet of yes. And the planet of bounty and the planet of like, well, the cup is half full, so it's gonna be okay. But it's also hemmed in by these two planets that can be kind of mean. And so I don't know if you've ever found yourself in a situation, a group of people, where not everybody is like super lovely and nice all the time.
You have lied and done things
Kershelle,
to each
I've
person
never lied.
individually. I'm not saying you are two-faced, but it's going that direction. And I was like, oh wow, you were super nice to her.
It's been a very toxic relationship having you in my life.
Okay, so you're Libra rising.
Libra rising, yeah.
That means that you move into the world and you want to be known as somebody who's really like equal and cool and like peaceful and easy to get along with. And you also come in with like really big ideas. Like, I feel like are you somebody who's like really passionate about your ideas and like needing to get them across?
Yes.
But you also need to do so in a way that's not like too in everybody's face, but there's an edge to it. So it's like this lovely, peaceful energy that you come in with. And there's also like something feisty underneath that and like really brave also, and needing to like bring in some like big, bold ideas. Like everything's too small around here. Let's widen the angle. So you both kind of share that feeling and that vibe. It's one of the places where you intersect in a really beautiful way. So whatever you do together is about expansion and it is about growing. It's about growth, personal growth, and also collective growth. And you help each other kind of live out your life purpose in that way. A lot of things are possible because you're leading with generosity, right? Like generosity is really.
Don't cry. You cry. Don't cry.
We do not cry.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Venus is the ruler of your ascendant, which means art and creativity is like your everything. And your work is about your healing and also like collective healing. But it's kind of like a witch or a sorcerer would like go away into their, put and like mix the spells and do the things. There's something that you need to tend to that's really personal and it's also very introverted.
I need to have a space that I go, like my studio setup is where I hang out and make all my music and play piano and play drums and guitars.
Yes, and really geek out.
I nerd.
You're such a nerd.
Yeah.
Is a lot of it for you addressing like a wound or like, is there something that you find that's like specifically healing about doing your creative work?
I feel like it's almost like a sense of meditation for me. Sometimes I feel like I can like sit at a piano and I'll get like song ideas or lyrics or music will like channel. I feel like it's almost, I talk to other songwriters about this. It's
And
like,
that's why you need the alone time.
yeah. It feels like it's a song or music has been dropped through my brain, like it comes out of nowhere and it's like I'm just playing piano and then I'm like singing a song.
Yes.
G locked themselves in their room for a whole year and then came out with an album that like out of nowhere didn't have any and it hit and it became like such a could not be more true. Could not be more true.
I've also like taken all my studio recording gear to like a farm far away and like just lock myself there for 2 weeks.
Yes.
Like I do.
Yes.
I love getting away and hiding. Yeah.
And Chriselle's down for that.
We're gonna run away.
We're gonna run away, basically.
And you both have moons that we call, they're immutable signs. So you both have that need to be like, to escape confine. You both have a need to like go out and have a great adventure. You have Sag Moon.
Yes.
And you have Sag Rising, which means that you feel her. You feel them, like you feel each other. So your moon takes care of, and your ascendant is how you like are motivated in the world. So there's a really like beautiful, supportive crossover there, where again, you both need a lot of freedom. And do you feel like you give that to each other?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we've probably had, those situations where, what you do, what I do, it wouldn't be conducive to someone that wouldn't understand, different things, whether it's the business or whether it's, whatever. There's
Yeah. And you're also like each other's hype person?
Yes.
Yeah, 100% front row of my shows.
I think everyone's partner, if you're too cool to do that for the person you love the most, come on.
Yeah.
Then who would you do it for?
Yeah. And then your moon is Pisces and your sun is Virgo. So, and they're at the exact same degree, but just 180 degrees away from each other. So what that means is you hold like this dreamy, romantic space and you're like, okay, well, this is all the things we have to do to make that work. Like you can, in that place, you can be really good at holding the details and you can be really good at like the big dreamy kind of open space.
She's on detail duty.
Yes, you always hold that. Okay, and then your Mars is the planet of like activation and it's a lot of energy is on your midheaven, which is your career, which means you could activate their career. And the two of you could actually do things together in a kind of professional way that would
Like be your video house?
Yes!
in my music video.
Oh,
And gave
interesting.
me, and like wrote the creative for it.
And how was that collab?
So good. It was very steamy.
Okay, in 2020, you started a whole new life cycle. And in 2017, you did.
Yeah.
What was 2017 for you?
So I was playing drums in bands for most of my life, and but I always desired to be a solo artist and write my own music. And then 2017 was a year that I gave myself 1 year to do it, and I locked myself in my room. I didn't go out. I stopped drinking. I stopped partying, and I wrote basically my whole first album. And I self-produced it because no producers wanted to work with me. So then I just learned how to do everything.
Yeah,
That was
different.
the new door I opened. And then my whole life, like I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for me doing that. Yeah.
Your Virgo knows how to make the dream work.
Mixed with the luck you have, that's very
Mixed
good.
with the luck, right?
That's a very
Because doesn't everybody love them?
great. Oh my God.
Like they're so easy to be with.
Everyone's favorite human being.
Right.
And you could meet G and spend I always say this, 5 minutes with G and
You're at ease.
everyone's obsessed with
Yeah.
G. You're everyone's favorite person.
You're too nice.
No, it's true. It's true.
Now you
I'm
can
not just
say-
saying, I'm
Now
telling
you can say this is your bona fide moon.
Yes.
This is your bona fide moon working.
Gee, this is your bona fide moon.
And every time you think I'm just saying that, I'm not. It literally is on this paper.
You're so sweet.
And so 2020 was a whole new year. New cycle for you. I don't know.
That was
anything?
season 3. Basically, yeah, I got a divorce
One life
2020. When we started 2020, my dad died in 19. My mom died in 2020. Not to. So it's just a lot of change.
Yeah.
Can you X that one out? I don't like being.
Like it's so sensitive.
I hate it.
Why?
Because I hate it.
It's your greatest gift.
Yeah,
I
baby, it's
promise you.
beautiful.
It's why people love you. It's why people connect to you because you're so vulnerable. Like your vulnerability is what makes people fall in love with you. It's hard when you want to be tough.
It is.
And you have to be tough because there's been so many situations in your life where you had to be really tough. Oh, Chrishell, I also wanted to say you have Sun conjunct this asteroid Athena.
Oh.
So you're like a caretaking warrior goddess.
Yes. 100%.
Oh my God,
Right?
what does that mean?
You're a fighter, but you're really nurturing.
Oh.
And so the way that you
100%.
fight is also to nurture. The way you nurture is also to like, do the thing you know is right to do. Like you're not afraid.
100% a caretaker warrior goddess.
Right?
You should change your Insta to just house. Caretaker warrior.
That's the new bio.
it.
That's the new bio.
That's it. Like justice is really important to you.
Yeah.
Your thing is, you guys, we need to expand our sense of self. Like
Yeah.
the world is bigger, life is bigger, it's okay, but you're also not a stranger to dealing with backlash. What's so important in the face of backlash is to say, this is my truth. This is how I get to live large and be big in the world so that other people feel like they have the ability to take up that space too.
When we felt like we wanted to keep everything a secret, it kind of felt like one of those things where it's like there is some justice in like bringing more awareness to people that identify as non-binary and different pronouns, and it felt like this is why this happened and this is important and this is, you're gonna feel heat in different ways, but it's for the better good. I've had parents reach out and they have, their children are identifying as non-binary, and so they're like looking to us, to figure this out. They're like, I want to be a better parent to my child, and that really warms my heart. I just think it's so amazing and awesome when people have the ability to want to keep learning and keep evolving. I know you've inspired so many people.
Chrishell was willing to educate herself to talk on behalf of me if I wasn't around. So I admire you so much, baby, for learning so much and educating yourself to then, talk to the masses whether it's on social media or on TV or in interviews. And you do such a good job, and you're amazing.
And also just to the women that it's okay to keep evolving. I like allowing those women to see my story, and they're now able to explore if they feel like it, you know? And to each their own, you know? If someone's happy, be happy for them.